Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I am going to do my June Q&A. I am so late. I usually do this middle of the month, but well, I lost track of time. I got lazy. I was thinking, let's do a get ready with me and a Q&A. And then I realized this afternoon or this evening, I'm going to go to the gym. So I don't like to put makeup and go to the gym. So we're just going to do this fresh face and do this Q&A because I think I've got wow, I've got quite a few questions. So sorry for the face, but let's do it. Okay, first question from Massilia Go. Are you buying the Christian Louboutin new cushion foundation? Love the packaging. No, I am not. I looked at it, I saw it, I thought beautiful, but probably it's gonna cost a bomb. And I just got a new cushion actually. Wait, let me show you. I just got this. This is the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Gel Foundation, which actually I really like. So yeah, I'm trying not to buy stuff and keep. Sarah May X, plans for a meetup in Singapore. You know, when things were getting better, I was thinking, yeah, let's do a meetup, especially now there is no restrictions on how many people we can actually go out. So my folks in Singapore, if you're up for it, shall we do a meetup? Shall we just get together and, go and have tea or something? I don't know any essays that's gonna open up a whole LV store for us, honestly. I saw some YouTubers in America where they could, arrange something for the subscribers. No, I'm not so big, so we can just have a normal get together at a kopitiam. Yeah, let me know, if you're up for it. I can definitely organize one. Daniel_Mel B or Melbourne, if you were offered an Hermes special order, would you accept it? Yes! Kimion92, what are your thoughts on the Cartier Clash bracelet? I really love it. I actually almost got the medium size. I tried it in store for a couple of times. That was earlier this year. I was kind of thinking of getting another love bracelet. But while I was there, my essay was showing me the Clash and I was like, oh, this is really nice. And I love how intricate it looks, and it's so flat. It's kind of like almost alive because it moves. So yeah, I was quite interested in it, but I decided against it because at that time I was thinking between the bracelet or the ring. So I kind of pushed it away, and then next thing I know, it's July and I haven't bought anything. So yeah, I really like it. So if you're looking for something that's not so common, it's getting common, but not so common right now, I think the Clash it's really unique. Stella KP, you have got two questions. If you could change the Birkin that you got, would you, and to what? Ooh, it's like you're reading my mind. I got my sort of true love Birkin when I always wanted a Birkin 25 black gold hardware from the store. But now that I've had it for 2 years already, I kind of feel that maybe I should have gotten a different color. Still neutral, but not black. I was so obsessed with black because everyone says black is easy, goes with everything, it's your first bag, you should get black. I wonder if that did influence me to get black. I love black. I think black is so neutral, so easy to use. I find that I'm not reaching my Birkin as much because of the color. I think I've come to realize that a black Birkin, even though it's small, is very serious. It's kind of, more sophisticated in a good way, but if you're just carrying it for leisure, black is really serious, proper, so matured. The only good thing is that it's a size 25. Now, if it was a size 30, it's gonna be totally like a work bag, a professional looking bag. That doesn't seem to go with, me and my, Simpsons Duff Beer kind of t-shirt. So because of that, I feel like if I could turn back time, I think I should have gotten like a brighter color. Gray, one of the grays, definitely one of the gold or browns. That would be really beautiful as well. Will you be coming to the UK anytime soon? Let's do lunch. I will let you know. Not this year. I'm not coming this year because the plans of traveling is still very, very fluid. But I told my brother I definitely want to visit him because he has been gardening in his garden and he's got quite a green thumb. So he's been planting vegetables. He's a cherry tree, and I'm like, dang, my brother can garden. So anyway, when I come, I will definitely let you know. Miles in Sydney, what is your handbag pet peeve? Oh, putting bags on the floor. That's definitely a pet peeve of mine, where people just dump their handbags on the floor, especially when you're outside. Oh my gosh, I have seen it. It's just horrible. The other second pet peeve that I have is when people put their handbags, like really expensive handbags, behind their seats and they just sit on it. I'm like, you're squishing your bag. Don't do that. I can't. I love Tessie. Your skin is glowing. How many hours a day do you sleep? Not enough. Totally not enough. I am so bad at night. I keep telling myself I'm gonna sleep early and then I can wake up early, be productive in the morning, but no. Once I'm on my bed, I'm like scrolling, and the next thing I know it's like 2 a.m. or 1:30 in the morning, and then I have to wake up again like 7 o'clock, but I'll be struggling in bed, and then I'll be sleeping like, until 8 o'clock. So I think I get maybe like 5 hours of sleep or 6 hours of sleep, but this is interrupted sleep as well because I'm the kind of person that needs to wake up at night to go and pee. So that's another issue. If my skin is glowing, thank you. I think it's the water drinking. Though I haven't been good this week. This week has just been like, I think it's because I'm going to the office. And last week was also bad because I've been going to the office and flying and all that. I think that kind of interrupts the skin cycle. The other thing that I've been doing, if you think that my skin is glowing, is I have been using that red infrared, that red light therapy mask. I've talked about it on my channel many times. I'll link it down below. I got that gifted to me to review from a company in Korea, and I have been loving it. Every night I will use it in two cycles. So each cycle is like 10 minutes. So I just put it in my face. I will watch a YouTube. I'll listen to it, and then I'll go off and I'll turn it on. So I'll do 2 rounds of it, and I find that it's definitely, well, if you see something's glowing on my skin, I think it's working. ODC_COO. Hi Kat, what do you think of the Goyard Mini Anju? Price is 3,000. So I'll put a picture right here. I think it's cute. I think the bag is like a tiny little tote. Very everyday, and I love the fact that there's a little pouch inside. Kind of looks like square, and I even see that some pictures are reversible. I'm not sure if it's reversible, but hey, it's really cute. And I obviously love the green. However, I don't know if it's worth $3,000. Yeah, but if you find that you will get a lot of use out of it, and it's one of those bags that you will love a lot, then I think it's worth paying. Prices of everything is so expensive now, so find something that you will get a lot of use out of. Constance_82. Have you encountered downtime? How do you overcome it? Thanks, Kat. Ooh, downtime, because I work in technology. When I think downtime, I think of like a system downtime when everything cannot work, so maintenance downtime. But when I read this, I think you're saying sort of like a bit down, like downtime. And yeah, I definitely have. I went through a period of depression when I was much younger, in my college to my early working years, and then I overcome that. But there's always those demons behind that is always waiting to latch on and just say, come down again. When I do encounter it, I kind of let myself feel it. Sometimes, when I don't let myself feel it, I kind of push it aside. What happens is it gets worse. I feel even sorrier for myself. I feel like I didn't rest. So if I encounter any kind of if I'm interpreting your question correctly, but you're saying downtime, like just feeling really down, I let myself sit into it, sit in that feeling for a little bit, but I always try to not let myself sit in it too long, if you know what I mean. Like, be be sad, be like, oh, you know, be sorry for yourself a little bit. You know, you gotta have that moment of being sad and being upset or being, you know, down for that moment. But always pull yourself out of it, and that takes a lot of effort. Like, you have to be mentally conscious to say, okay, that's enough downtime, it's time to snap out of it. Because if you don't snap out of it, and that's when the cycle happens, you just get into this, you know, continuous feeling of being down. Sometimes downtime comes because you're tired, because you don't know what to do. When I get my downtime is because maybe work is making me down, I'm not sure what I'm doing, maybe I'm overloaded with stuff, or maybe I just need a break, I just need to go do some shopping. It could be so many things that maybe the mind's really cluttered up to a point where I just don't really know what I want to do, and that makes me feel down. What I usually try and do is I just let myself be down. You know, I will just lie on the carpet and I'll just be like, I don't want to do anything. There are some people who do the opposite, where they feel down, they actually don't want to sit in it, and they just have a lot of activities, and that could work for them as well. So it really depends on your personality. My personality is that I am very introverted. I would want to be by myself. I don't want to talk about it. In fact, there are days that I just don't even want to go out, and I let that happen. But I want to make sure that the next day, or when I'm ready to come out of it, and usually it's by the evening on the next day, I snap out of it. I say, okay, I wasted a lot of time. I feel better, and I acknowledge that I've spent that time to do it, and now it's really time to move on. So kind of having a stop point at feeling the down or the whatever you're feeling, have a stop point. Lux monologue, you have 2 questions for me. First is a Kelly 25 or a mini Kelly. I already have a Kelly 25 and I love my Kelly 25. I don't have a mini Kelly yet, so I'm gonna say mini Kelly just because I don't have it. But if I had both already, I think I would still go with a Kelly 25 because I have a lot of other mini bags, and you know, I feel like I need to put stuff in my bag sometimes. So I don't mind having more Kelly 25s, but one mini Kelly would be nice. Your other question, Kelly ring or the Shandong ring? I actually really like the Kelly ring. LWQV, you have 2 questions. Chanel mini square or rectangular? I love the Chanel mini square. I find the size really cute, like a square box. It may not fit as much as the mini rectangular, but I can kind of make it work. Both are small bags. And I also prefer the strap length on the mini square. With the mini rectangular, the expectation is that it's only crossbody. You don't really want to wear it on one shoulder. But with the mini square, you can actually wear it on one shoulder and you can wear it crossbody. And I kind of like it sitting a little higher on the body, even though it's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to just wear it as the shoulder. I prefer the mini square just because it's kind of cuter as a mini bag. VCA Alhambra 5 motif bracelet or the Hermes finesse bracelet. I'm gonna say the 5 motif bracelet. I actually really like how it looks on the hand, and especially if it was the guilloche design. That's super pretty. The finesse bracelet is nice, but it's kind of simple. You know, it's just one little like emblem here, you know, little charm with diamonds, and it's just a thin bracelet. It's really dainty, but I feel you get more bang from your buck with the 5 motif bracelet. Chris_Tan1111, you have 2 questions. How many pairs of shoes do you own, and what's your highest high heel shoe? How many pairs of shoes? Oh my gosh. Too many to count. Really, too many to count. I have a lot of shoes. I've got multiple pairs of sport shoes, luxury sport shoes. I have slippers, sandals. I don't actually have a lot of high heels anymore, but the highest high heels that I've ever worn in my life was, of course, when I was young. They were like this high. Yeah, I've never counted it, but I know it was like 10 centimeters, and I would be dancing in them. Oh my gosh, I really don't know how I did it. Now with my bad knee after that knee surgery of mine, like this, and I'm hurting So I think my highest heel right now are actually my Hermes Legends, which are actually the it's like a platform. I think that's like 5 centimeters. It's not that high, or maybe more, 5 or 6 centimeters. And I can walk in them because they are sort of like a platform. But if I walk in them the entire day for 8 hours, my calves actually feel really tired. My knee hurts a little bit as well. But right now, I would say this is the best, like this, 2 centimeters. Your second question, with your recent video on downsizing the bags, what will your first bag be if you are to restart your bag collection? It's gonna be an Hermes bag. It's either the Kelly or the Birkin, whichever comes first. My preference, I still think I will go with the Birkin than the Kelly. I still think that's gonna be preference. But you never know what Hermes will give to you, right? So I'm just gonna say, if I had to downsize everything and just restart my collection and just get that first bag, I'm gonna go straight to the store and I'm just gonna get my Birkin first. All stuffed up, what are your thoughts on buying vintage bags? I personally prefer to buy my bags from the store because I'm not really good at authenticating bags. And I know you can learn and you can study and there's so much information out there. I'm one of those lazy bums that just would not do the kind of research. So I prefer to get my bags from the store. So when it comes to vintage bags, I have to go through that process of, authenticating them. And with vintage bags, I feel like it's harder to authenticate because there may not be a certain information of that particular year if you go back far enough. I think the idea is great, but I'm still a kind of person that prefers from the store the whole experience of getting it. Miss_Shirley's thoughts on the Cartier JUC for everyday wear. Oh, I'm not wearing my Cartier JUC, but when I was wearing it every single day and it was great. I find that it looked good, it matches everything. I never got it snagged on any of the clothing. I think I've heard of people getting it snagged through the sweaters and all, but I don't wear sweaters. I just wear t-shirts and some of my jackets. They're easy to go in and out. Yeah, I have enjoyed it for wearing for every day. The only reason I have started to not wear it every day is because of my gym. I've been gymming a lot more and I've been doing classes a little bit more. I find that when I'm doing my classes, it does kind of move out from the wristband lately. So I haven't bought a new wristband that's tight enough. So because of that, I've taken off my JUC. So maybe when I get my new wristband to wear it and it won't move up and down, then you will see me wearing my JUC again every day. Priska Diana, hello cat. Do you ever think for how long you will continue playing the Hermes game? Ooh, good one. Maybe I should do a video on this. Like, how long will I continue in this Hermes game journey? Maybe I should do that to answer you right now and just summarize it. I don't think for very long. Maybe for maybe a couple more years. It's very expensive. It's very time consuming. It's very mind occupying as well. So I feel like maybe a little bit more when I collect all my bags. But the thing about collecting bags is also how many do I want, right? So yeah, maybe I'll do a video. If you think I should do a video on this, let's do a Lux chit chat with my Get Ready With Me. It's kind of casual, kind of chill, and I do like this kind of chit chat. So if you want to do that, let's do that. And then, comment down below for that. Artsy was the first. Did you ever make the addition on what you spent on your luxury bags? The answer is no. No, I don't want to know. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I know, and I don't want to count it. I just enjoyed the bags when I had it, and I have lost money. I have just, with everything, I don't count everything that I eat, so I don't count everything that I have bought as well. The Skinny Kid OXX. How do you rotate all your jewelry so that each get good use? Daily change or any system in place? Good question. I actually don't rotate my jewelry very much. I like to wear my staple jewelry pieces, obviously the ones that I find very difficult to take out, my earrings. But what I like to rotate, because I do have a lot of it, is my rings. So right now, okay, before the pandemic, I would rotate my rings every day. So I would wear obviously my wedding band, and then I would add one more ring on my other hand, or maybe on my index finger on the same hand as my wedding ring. So I would had one more piece, and if I feel like it, I'll change my earring. So usually it's the rings that get rotated more often. If I'm feeling like it, I'll keep one ring for the whole week, but I try to change that out at least once a week, right? If I'm really hardworking, I'll be like playing around. You know, I'm just feeling in the mood for changing, then I'll change almost every day. But I'll at least add one more ring on one hand. With my bracelets, I don't add on very often. When I was more hardworking, I would add my Pandora bracelet, or I add another bracelet on top of whatever I was wearing. And then with necklaces, that's the worst. I'm the laziest when it comes to necklaces. So I actually don't have a lot of luxury necklaces. I have more than I should, but I don't find myself adding that very often, because when I am, for example, now I'm wearing my, let me just take it and see. Okay, I'm wearing my Tiffany Starfish, which is like a star. What happens with these necklaces is that when I am teaching my classes, it tends to move up and down. And if it's a little longer than this, it will hit my mic. And it's really irritating, or when I'm doing push-ups on the ground, it will get stuck in the mic and it's just annoying. So I try not to wear necklaces very often. But lately, I have been more hardworking. So what I try to do now is I try to wear, same thing, wear a ring on one of my hands every single day. And then I would wear one necklace. If I can, I'll just keep the necklace for the whole week. And when I'm sick of it and bored of it, then I'll change it out. So I guess necklaces for me are a little bit more easy to manage, but I have like a whole tray of all my rings, of my expensive rings. I've got those like cheapo rings as well, which once in a while I'll take them out to play with. But my expensive rings, I try to rotate them at least once a week. Happy Vlog, you have 2 questions. Will you consider getting a Constance? The answer is yes. I have actually put a request to my essay on a Constance and maybe a Kelly 25. Sort of mentioned that to my essay, but my essay is sort of the very traditional Hermes essay. We'll say BKC. BKC. So you will probably see a Constance in my collection sometime soon because it's BKC. Do you think Chanel lambskin is worth it? Deflated or concave quilts, obvious wear and tears, etc. From what I'm reading in your own comment, you're kind of feeling like it's not worth it. I'm half and half. I think it's worth it because it is the leather that is luxurious. You get so much joy from touching it, smelling it, feeling it, and just enjoying it. But if you're thinking of the other 50%, you know, deflated, concave, scratches and all, then yeah, it's not worth it because it's very high maintenance. You do need to care for the leather, and because of that, the value will drop because it's already quote-unquote damaged. So it really depends on what you're looking for in a Chanel lambskin bag. I wouldn't buy so many because I'm more of the 50% that I don't want it to be damaged. I want my bags to be a bit hardier, so calfskin is my preferred. So is it worth it? It's worth it if you love it. And yeah, you just gotta love your bags and not worry so much about it, right? The last 3 questions are from Amicus Banquet. Let's start with the first one. What are your thoughts on purchasing luxury in this economic climate, inflation, possible recession? Does your answer differ across the categories? Example, buy jewelry, don't buy bags. Awesome question. I think definitely I consider it, you know, with this economic climate of inflation. So it's definitely hit, if it's inflation where the prices are going up, my purchasing decision is sort of now thinking, is it worth it? And then with recession, it's also hitting me a bit where I'm thinking, okay, you know, don't simply buy stuff because, you know, anything can happen. And it doesn't discriminate between any of the types, whether it's bags or jewelries or shoes. It actually cuts across that if I don't want to spend, I don't want to spend. Having said that, I feel like I would still buy small things. So I may not buy a huge item that would take a lot of money, but I will still buy the little smaller items to, I don't know, like maybe keep keep the feeling that things are okay. So maybe like a really nice lipstick or a little small SLG. I don't know, but I feel like I would still have some expenses, just not in the very high price categories. Question number 2, do you regularly throw out expired makeup? Don't lie. I actually don't throw out my expired makeup very often. I have done some decluttering here and there, but nothing like these like beauty YouTubers where they do like a massive one, because I'm not like a massive beauty YouTuber. I just do a little bit because these are the stuff that I like. I even have, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna show you. Still have this Becca eyeshadow palette, which I think is definitely very expired. Oh my gosh. This is like, what, 7, maybe 8 years old? Maybe not 8 years old. Maybe about 6, 7 years old. I got this because of one YouTuber. And it's a really good palette, but now Becca has gone out of business. And too bad. This is a really good like color palette story. I would definitely have bought a backup of this if Becca was still around, or they're still around selling off the stock. I would have gotten this, but no, I still have it, and because they are not here, I refuse to throw it, even though it's very expired. The final question, JUC small or JUC small with diamonds? It is a different look, and the one with diamonds has more bling. More is more, right? But how to justify 2Ks for tiny few diamonds? Great question. I understand this point of, should I add a little bit more? But it's so, you know, it's so little, right? Small diamonds. But you already said it. It comes with a different look. I don't have the JUC with diamonds, but I do have the JUC ring with diamonds, and I tried both rings. So I tried the thicker version without diamonds, and then the moment the essay put the diamonds on my hand, the one with just the diamonds around the nail head, it was so beautiful. The price was more, but it came with a different look. And now that I think back about it, I'm glad I got the one with diamonds, because I love how it looks just a little bit more elegant. Without the diamonds, I feel like it's more industrial. It just looks like a nail that's been twisted. But with the diamonds, it gives it a little bit more girly sophistication and a bit more like, you know, quote unquote class. It just looks a little bit more sparkly and pretty, and it just stands out. So because I actually liked the look with the diamonds, it softens the nail concept. I'm glad I got it with diamonds. So depending on how you're feeling with the look, like if you like it without the diamonds, that it's a little bit more like rough and tough and just a nail that's been twisted, or do you actually like that with the diamonds it's been more it's a little bit more sophisticated now, it's softened with that sparkle, then if you prefer it, then you go with the one that you prefer. So those are all the questions for this month's Q&A. Thank you to everyone for following me on my Instagram and checking out my Instagram stories to put your question. If you want to ask me a question for next month, or actually this month, make sure you follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram handle is right up here. I'll also link it down below so you can go and easily follow me, and then follow my stories as well. So usually it's the middle of the month, maybe to the 3rd week, I will post a question on my Instagram stories, and you can just give me a question right there. Otherwise, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I hope you subscribe, hit that bell as well. Otherwise, everyone, please take care, stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!